Hello, hello, hello. It is not Thursday night. I wanted to say welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healing, but yeah, it's not even Thursday. So tonight is a special event. We are going to do some exploration on using breath and combining it with healing. We're going to start with using it with the healing pulse. And then after we go through some variations, I definitely don't have all of them. I have multiple lists, and of course the list that I really liked and I printed out, I can't find it today. So I fear it's meant to be that we're doing what we're doing. And so then towards the end of the hour, we will be doing um, Reiki, and then you'll use breath to see if you notice a difference with that. So a very exciting night and just a little different than what we typically do. But I'm also thinking about teaching another Reiki course, and as usual, I like to offer some Reiki before I do that in case people are interested. So we'll be starting with some healing pulses and breath. So many of you know during the healing pulse, most of the time, at least once during a show, I'll talk about the box breath and I give instructions for that. So we're not going to be doing the box breath tonight because I think those of you who have practiced it are probably semi-pros at it. So we're going to do some different ones tonight. And so I'm going to talk just a little bit about breath work and what it is. So there is so much out there. People that focus only on breath work, and especially when you combine it with meditation or yoga, it can be really powerful. And so what is breath work? So breath brings oxygen into your body so that you can thrive. And when you are physically or emotionally stressed, it affects how you breathe. You know, especially when you've got anxiety, um, if you're observant of yourself, you'll realize that oftentimes your breathing becomes much more shallow. And so breath work will help you calm your stress and bring balance to your body. And so with the basic idea of breath work is to release toxins and stress when you breathe out and nourish your body and mind when you breathe in. So some of the benefits of breath work, and this has been researched, so alkalines your blood pH. It has an anti-inflammatory effect and elevates your mood. It also can have a powerful impact, a powerful positive impact on your central nervous system. And there are just many, many benefits. So I actually have an agenda. So let me just see. So let me tell you the pros of breath work. Oh, no. So the pros of breath work is especially when it's so easy to become overwhelmed by stress and feeling out of control. When you focus on breathing, it allows your body the chance to reset and recover from negative side effects of stress. And so physical benefits of breath work may include balanced blood pressure, more time in deep sleep, reduction of PTSD and feelings of trauma, stronger respiratory function, better immune system, release of stress hormones from your body, and emotional benefits may include fewer feelings of depression and anxiety, better mental focus, decrease in addictive behaviors, allowing emotional scars to heal, better outlook on life, and more contentment and joy. So you guys will have to let me know if you start doing more breath work, if you notice any of these things. So the cons of breath work is hyperventilation, such as, you might feel dizzy, tingling in your hands, irregular heartbeat, muscle spasms, change in vision from lack of oxygen, ringing in your ears. And so when couldn't find that, my image just went off. So it looks like I'm having funky internet issues again. So hopefully you can hear me. And so let me look at my list. So let me just see. So, and then I'm going to talk about how to add breathing exercises to your day. So with this, it's as simple as doing 5 minutes a day. And once you start, then increase your time as it becomes easier and more comfortable. If 5 minutes feels too long, start with 2 minutes and then practice multiple times a day. So with this, how I started breath work was I was adding a new modality to my toolbox, of course, because I'm always sort of adding new things. So I learned the healing modality called quantum touch. And quantum touch is rather different than Reiki and reconnective healing, because with quantum touch, the healing actually comes from the healer. It doesn't come from source. So like with Reiki and many other tools, the healer or the facilitator is more of a conduit for the energy. But with quantum touch, the healing comes from the practitioner. And how that works is using breath. You increase your vibration, and then when you touch your client, oftentimes their body will try and match your increased vibration. And so during a session where I've done quantum touch, I'll usually do a few different breaths depending on what's going on with them and what they're experiencing. But especially when I used to do a lot more in-person sessions, pre-COVID, it was really a cool tool for people with chronic pain. And so that's sort of how I got into doing the different breath works, because it came as part of the training with quantum touch. But since then, I don't really do too much quantum touch because I use the healing pulse, and usually that's from a distance, and it's just a little more different. So we are going to do a few different breaths. So the first few breaths, first we're going to just do some basic deep breathing breath, and then we're going to do a diaphragm, if I could say it right, diaphragmatic breath, and then I think we're going to do a pursed lip breath. And so let me get my instructions, because I am definitely not a breath expert. But part of my reason for doing this is I'm just curious. And I always want to know how you guys experience things. So where'd my little, here we go. All right. So with this, while you are doing the breathing, sort of like in a regular Thursday night when you're receiving the healing pulse, and I give you instructions for the box breath, we're going to do the same thing tonight with these different breaths. And so we're going to start with the deep breathing. And I think how I will do this is I initially thought I'd do it one way, but I'm thinking I'm changing my mind. Let me just glance at this. All right, so we're just going to, I think, just jump right into the healing pulse, and then I'll give you directions as we go, okay? So with this, I want you to rub your hands together, think about where you want to receive the energy, and place your hands. Imagine my hands on yours. And so we're going to start the deep breathing. And with this, it is great for anxiety or stress. And so inhale slowly, exhale slowly. And when you exhale, you need to completely empty the lungs and count to 4 for each breath. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, out 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to set my timer so that we will do each one for like a little over a minute. And so just breathe in that. And so a sign of deep breathing is when your stomach goes in and out. Deep breathing. Some places call it a deep belly breath. Okay, so that was like a minute of the deep breathing. So, do you guys notice throughout the day, are you more of a shallow breather, or when you actually pay attention, are you breathing more deeply? So next we're going to do the diaphragmatic breathing. So with this, it says this is good to relieve symptoms of lung conditions or stress and anxiety. So with this, it's important to relax the neck and the shoulders for this breathing technique, as it will make the diaphragm do more of the work of the breathing. All right, so let's rub our hands together. And with this one, we're going to place our hands lightly on your belly. And you're going to breathe in through your nose. Sorry about that. It would help if I knew how to run my little timer. So place your hands lightly on your belly and breathe in through your nose until the belly rises. Breathe out from your mouth twice as long. And so if it helps, count. So you could do in 4, out 8, or in 2 and out 4. But the key is your breath in is shorter than the breath out. And so at the same time, I'm sending you healing pulse energy. and you're also sending yourself healing pulse energy. So let's start. So breathe in. I'm going to set my timer. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. So let me know how you guys did. So that was number 2, the diaphragmatic breathing. Did you notice a difference between 1 and 2? The next one we're going to do is called pursed lip breathing. So this breathing may help people with lung conditions, or if you had asthma or COPD, because these conditions weaken the lungs and make it harder for a person to breathe out all of the stale air. And when the stale air takes up too much room in the lungs, the diaphragm cannot work properly. So pursed lip breathing can help get the diaphragm working and increase the amount of oxygen entering the body. So make sure you're sitting down, Anne-Marie. So, and if ever you feel dizzy or too dizzy, maybe make it less intense, Anne-Marie. Okay? So I don't want to have you falling down or passing out, okay? All right, so let's rub our hands together. And with this, we're going to place your hands wherever you want to receive the energy. So this one, you're going to breathe in through your nose. And again, you're going to breathe in or breathe out twice as long as your breath in. And when you breathe out, you're going to breathe out through your mouth, but with pursed lips, pursed or puckered lips. So you want to go do in through the nose and then out through pursed or puckered. So I think I'm going to do puckered. Okay. So how's everyone doing? Are you noticing a difference in that? Good, Emery. I'm glad you're very familiar with this. So I'm curious which ones you'll like the best in the end. All right, so next, this one I think for me is going to be a challenge. I tried it. I'm not always the most coordinated with breath and alternate nostril breathing. Very exciting, right? So with this, this is suggested for help with anxiety and stress. And this is a common part of a yoga practice. Can you tell I'm not a yogi? Good, Leslie. That's good even though it's smoky. Sorry about that. So it says with this exercise, the alternate breathing or alternate nostril breathing, it can even out your breathing and help a person slow down the breath to reduce stress. And so with this, you want to close the right nostril with the thumb of one hand. Then you breathe through the left nostril. Then you close the left nostril with the fourth finger. So here. And then, oh, that makes me sound like I've got a cold. So with this, so we're using one hand. So I want you to do, let's activate your energies. So you're going to do one hand on your nose, and then you're going to do one hand is going to be sending and receiving energy, okay? Because you're receiving from my hand that's on your hand, and then you're also sending energy from your hand to the body. And so let me read more without demonstrating. So you want to close the right nostril with the thumb, breathe in through the left nostril, close the left nostril, and then release the thumb. And so you want to do in left nostril, and then you close the left nostril and out through the right, in through the right, close the right, out through the left, in through the left, close the left, so basically you're going to breathe out, okay, so let's start. So I'm going to start the timer. Oh, I don't think I like that one. It was hard for me to breathe. I'm a little congested tonight, so that's not the most helpful breath for me. So, what do you guys think of alternate nostril breathing? I imagine some of you who do yoga, this is something you're probably quite skilled at. So, but let me know what you think of that. So, yeah. All right. So, next, we're going to try the lion's breath. That was sort of tough, wasn't it? So, is there anyone that's done that before? That is it something that you just eventually you'll get the hang of it, and it's I don't know, there must be something energetically between crossing, the left versus the right. So it's like, okay, so with the lion's breath, he uses breathing along with face stretches to release stress and tension. Exhaling deeply can relax muscles. Oh, I when I practiced, because I did sort of practice some of these, I missed the last instruction. This is going to be a little fun. Okay, so to perform lion breathing, a person should breathe in deeply through the nose, breathe out forcefully with the mouth wide open, sticking the tongue out and rolling your eyes upward while breathing out to stretch the face. So yeah, I did not roll the eyes upward. Sticking the tongue out. I'm not sure if I really want to do that on camera. So, oh, thank you for that feedback, Emery, about the alternative nostril. So I'm going to turn off my camera because I'm not sticking my tongue out at you guys. Okay? So let's get started though with the hands. So place your hands wherever and okay, I'm back. Yeah, that I don't think I'll ever like that one too much. What do you guys think of that one? So this next one sort of reminds me a little bit of the box breath, just as far as it's structured. So this talks about it being a really good sleep aid. So this would be a nice one. So it says this exercise can ease a busy mind before going to bed. Focusing on the breath and counting can distract from worries or stress as a person tries to fall asleep. This technique also helps become more regular and can help relax the body. Before starting this exercise, people should rest the tip of their tongue against the roof of their mouth. Try to relax your muscles and breathe out forcefully through the mouth. So this is called 4-7-8 breathing. And so you breathe in through the nose for a count of 4, then you hold for a count of 7, and then you part your lips and exhale loudly for a count of 8. So that's why it's called 4-7-8. Nice, Leslie. That's good. All right, so let's get the energy flowing. And place your hands. Imagine my hands on yours. And now, so you want to breathe in through the nose. Don't forget, put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So you got 4 in, 7 hold, and out. Exhale loudly with your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Okay, so in, out. And I think I'm just going to count while you guys do it, okay? Because I can't do it and count at the same time. So, okay. So starting, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale loudly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale loudly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and the time is up. Sorry, Dexter decided he really needed to assist with that breath. Dexter, was I making funny noises? So what did you think of that one? So similar to the box breath, but the timing's a little different, because the box breath is either, in, hold, out, hold, or if you want to count, it's in 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 4. So yes, rather interesting though, huh? Okay, so the next one, so there are a couple different, and this is the fire breath. And I know one of these I learned when I was doing the quantum touch, but I can't remember which one specifically was the fire breath because there's some variations. So with this, when I wanted to really do a powerful quantum touch, I really worked on what I call the fire breath. And so with this, there were a few variations. So don't take my word for it that it is the fire breath. One of these is the fire breath. I'm just not sure which one. So we're going to do a few variations of this. Part of why I like these is that there's a lot of power and force in them. And so the first one we're going to do, so let's rub your hands together and place your hands. And so the first one we're going to do a short breath in, and then a longer, more powerful breath out. So it's a short, fast breath in. So and so you want to do shorter in and longer out. And it's It's all through your mouth. And this one can make you a little dizzy. So just make sure you're sitting down. But this one, it really gets the energy flowing too. So I think this is why I liked using it. But I also would give a warning to my clients who I work with in person that if they did this, I sort of turned my head away so I wouldn't spit on them because, there's so much force. So luckily I never spit on anybody. But there's definitely a potential because there's just so much force. All right, ready? So we're going to do a minute of this. So in and out. So with this, you really can't do a whole minute just because. And little Duncan's looking at me thinking I'm just strange. Oh, Dunk, come here. Yeah, he doesn't quite know what to think. So that was a variation of the fire breath. And then there's another one, which is another short breath in, or it doesn't have to be short. So it's breath in, and then it's more of a staccato breath out. So it's in, and then out. Sort of like the one that we did with the pursed lips. So you can tell I haven't done this one in a while, but it's more of a staccato out. And so with this, you can, if there's another breath that you want to sort of mix things up a bit. Yeah, when I used to do those at home, because I've done a few online sessions using breath work, and the dogs usually come running because you're making, funky loud sounds. So let's try this other variation of the fire breath. So short in and then staccato out. Okay. Whew, that's a little lightheaded too, but so Duncan got a healing pulse with that, huh, Dunk? Did you like that? I think he liked that one. So that is like eight different breaths. So we did deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, pursed lip, alternate nostril breathing, lion's breath, 4, 7, 8, and then two variations of fire breath. So which ones did you like the best? Did you notice things with them? So like with me, I don't often notice the more subtle things, but usually the fire breath was more powerful for me. So I know Leslie had said she felt cleansing. I can't remember what, I think that was that the one before Leslie? So Anne Marie, especially, it sounds like you've got a lot more breath work experience. What ones are your favorite breaths? So Marina said the second and the last. So let's see what the second was. The second was the diaphragmatic breath, where you put your hand on your belly. Yes, it most definitely does, Victoria. So next, we're going to do 20 minutes of Reiki. And then I think that'll probably be it. So with the breath work, some of the simple breath work you could probably do for the whole time, but the more dramatic and powerful ones, I would not expect you to be able to do that the whole time, because you might be passed out because you're so lightheaded and dizzy. So I suggest, practicing with different ones. Oh, really, Anne-Marie? So what, do you notice certain benefits with that one? Hi, Gigi. So we'll do the Reiki, but I want you to sort of play around with the different ones. Do you need me to do like a short little reminder of what things are, or are you going to focus on which ones were your favorite? Nice. Mary liked the second one too. The alternate nostril breathing. Maybe if my head was clearer, because I just got the feeling I couldn't breathe the best with that one. And it took some coordination. You guys are quiet. Does that mean you fell asleep? All right, so we will do just a basic, where did I put my timer? We'll do 20 minutes. And so this version of Reiki is the latest version from the International Center for Reiki. And this is called Yusui Holy Fire Reiki. So this is my second version of Reiki. 10 plus years ago, I just learned Yusui Reiki. And it was wonderful. And I even named my Reiki, I named my healing business Reiki by the Lake. So I really loved Reiki, but then I found other things that Reiki just didn't seem as effective. But this new Reiki, I think it's pretty powerful. But as always, I like changing things up. I like mixing things up. So that's part of why we're doing this tonight too. And so here's my little commercial for why I'm here tonight. So I'm teaching Yusui Holy Fire Reiki online. I haven't got a specific date because I'm trying to sort of tailor the dates to availability. But most of the time I do it like on a Saturday or Sunday. I've got one person that she's got limited Saturday availability, so I might try and do some creative scheduling. But typically it's 2 days online with Zoom. The cost is $430. That includes all your manuals. You get like a year's worth of Reiki magazine, and then you also get invited to my Reiki share that I do every month. So yeah, wonderful, Leslie. So if you've seen some breath work that I didn't go over because I'm not a yogi, feel free to add that and just let me know what you did and how you felt about it. Because this is an experiment. I haven't done breath work with Reiki. And so I think, well, no, I take that back. So I do a special thing with Reiki and crystals that when I'm laying the crystals on a person, there is some special breath that the person does. But then once all the crystals are laid then they stop. And then when I remove the crystals at the end, then there's some special breath. But other than that, I haven't really done anything specifically. So I'm going to set my alarm for 20 minutes. All right. So get comfortable. If you want to send yourself energy too, basically do it the same way as the healing pulse. Just rub your hands together, place your hands just somewhere, and then just imagine that you're sending yourself Reiki. And so I'm starting Okay. Let me know how you did. Did you try the breath work with the Reiki, and how did it go? Let me know. Nice, Leslie. Very cool, Renee. So now this is something that you all can do again. The replay will be on Facebook and YouTube, and I'll probably go back in and put the timestamps for the different breaths with the healing pulse. So did you notice a difference between the breath work and the healing pulse and the breath work and the Reiki? Nice, Mary. Yes, very cool. Yeah, not everyone can. So that's great you could, Leslie. Yeah, and about halfway through, a little less, I actually added some pendulum healing to it because it works really well with the Reiki, and that's something that I teach the Reiki students too. Possibly, Leslie, it might have, made you more open to it too. So, yeah. So, thank you everyone for coming tonight. Let me know if you are interested in the Reiki training, because as I said, I'm trying to plan and do some creative scheduling. Or if you have any questions, just let me know. But hopefully, I will see you Thursday night for our usual mini healing. But I hope you have a good couple days. Bye. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Marina. Thank you. Thank you, Anne Marie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And Leslie, thank you for all your comments. You're very welcome, Renee. But have a good night. Bye.